Hello. Hi guys. Hello. Hello. Welcome to our stock market insights for today. It's April 2, 2020. And let's give our friends a few minutes to join us. We have invited our friends in Instagrams. And let me also invite our friends over at our Facebook page. If you have not subscribed to our Facebook page, we are invest in the stock market. So Miss JD and this page um, are just one and the same. Okay, I will just let them know. Also, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, uh, please do subscribe. In this channel, we talk about mostly stock market, and we review our stocks, and our viewers would normally send the requests, and I would always do live, except for this period I haven't been very consistent because of so many things that I have to work on at home. We're now on a work from home setup, so it's nice at the same time, not too nice as well, because when you're at home, you're a little bit complacent that you're in your in your area or in your safe zone, so you have a tendency to work really hard, not realizing it's already around 1 2 o'clock in the morning and you're still working. So that's the downside when you're doing work from home, right? I wonder if some of you are also in the same setup in your respective offices or in your workplace. But overall, I think I'd like this because actually you're more comfortable working at home. It's just that you just don't stop working. That's the downside. But either way, let's give our friends a few minutes. If you are already here, please don't hesitate to say hi. It's nice to do live when people are interacting with you. And overall, I just want to touch base with everyone. How are you guys doing? And how are your stocks? I know a lot of us have been badly beaten by uh, the current market crash. And if you can see, let me take a look. Just here. So I was looking at the index. It's a few minutes ago, and we are using a Bollinger Band and RSI as our main indicator. And look at this PSEI. Look at that. Okay. Right off the bat, I would have to say that this is not a good sign. What you see right over here is like a sign of weakness. That means the market is having a difficult time breaking that area. So that means this area is acting as a resistance. Even though, like, concept wise, we say that this MA20 is your resistance area, but it could be slightly higher or slightly lower than that. So in the current setup or the current pattern that we see, because we're really more of a chart person, this is a sign of weakness. Also, you look at the volume over here, it's starting to decline. Okay, so what this means is that when there is a slight bounce, and then you see this happening. So this is a much lower high. Your previous high is over here, right? And then the next high is much lower. Then tendency is your low, when it dips, it will become much lower than this level. Does that make sense? Hi Lester, how are you? Okay, so if I may repeat that, when your high is much lower than the previous high, then when it goes down, which is most likely what's going to happen next, it is going to have a much lower low. I don't know, let's see, where could it potentially drop? Let's try check the weekly. I'll remove all the drawings first. Okay, okay, see that? So it's possible that it could potentially go back here, right? It can potentially go back there. And if I can remember it right, was it April 30 or March 30? Anyway, oh no, it won't apply to us. I know in the US there was a suspension of selling, but I forgot if it was only up until March 30 or April 30. But either way, I just want to refer to our pattern right now. Okay, so it could be here, right? Or much lower than that. Let me see. Yep. Yeah, see this? This one. Okay? Yes. That is it. It could potentially go here. This is a previous resistance, became a support here, and now there's a big chance that we might go back there. This area, 3,780. When was the last time that thing happened? I don't know. Let's go back. Back in 2012. Yep. This was during the recession period. Okay. Yep. So, my take on this is that we should be extra careful. If you see a stock price going down, while it's true that it may look attractive, we just still have to be extra careful because that stock could continue to go down. So there's a phrase they say, don't catch a falling knife, because it will go down, but you really don't know how deep it could take. So let's wait before a possible sign of reversal first before we get in. Now, let's take a look at your stocks and see exactly where they're sitting at, and let's find out if it's uh, good to do some test buys, or let's just do nothing. Okay. For the past few weeks, the only thing I did was nothing. I did nothing except for that MPI. I think, I don't know. Okay, so we're on a red. We entered at 3.68. 2.68, not 3.68. We entered here. I forgot when I entered. Was it here? Maybe here. 268. Yeah. But I hope, because no, we'll see. Let's see then. For MPI, I would have to draw something like this. This looks like an ascending triangle, but the volume is very low, so I really don't know. It might even break. Could be this. Let's see. Okay, so this should not break. If tomorrow we start much lower than this level, then that's not a good story. We might continue to dip some more. So we're on a deciding stage or phase for MPI, but I'm not gonna exit. I know that this company, when we are back to normal, these companies who are very very cheap at the moment, that's actually on sale because the intrinsic value, meaning the fundamentals of these companies, are stable, and when we're back to normal, you will have a good gain. Just do not enter when you know it's heavy selling. Let's wait for a good signal before we enter, right? So that is MPI. So I think well, I am willing to take a, a red port with MPI. That's fine. I'm not gonna exit anytime soon, and we're more of a long term in the Philippine market. As for trading, I am more active in trading options. Uh, I use IQ option when I do options trading. I am more active in digital option trading, not the binary. Okay, so if you have a request, by the way, don't hesitate to say hi and tell me if my audio is okay, alright? And also, what I'll do, since you guys are not requesting, I will just go ahead and check out the what are the popular stocks. But I'll just do this instead. Okay. Uh, with the highest number of trades and work our way downwards. If that's okay with you, I'll just wait for your request, guys. Just interrupt me or interject anytime. I will just have to review this one by one. Okay. Tomorrow is what? Friday. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Okay, see? BDO, we are still outside of the lower Bollinger Band. So this means that we are not very safe yet. Foreign selling is still there. Let's take a look at the daily. Okay, see that? It just followed almost the same look as what we saw in the index. Okay, because this stock is part of the index, there's really a big chance that the chart would also be very close to what we are seeing there. So it will most likely dip some more. BPI, well, interesting. See that? Almost the same looking. See this? Struggling, having some challenges breaking this MA20 line over here. So that is a sign of weakness. So it will continue to dip in the coming days. AC also the same looking. Ali, okay. Let us see for Ali. If this stock crosses the MA20 line and then paired with the right volume, then that would mean there's a big chance. However, right away I can sense that as we move further upwards, the volume is starting to slow down. That means less people are seeing this as an less and less are looking at this stock because they feel that this is already a resistance area, or they're not engaging in the stock anymore because we're at the resistance level. Okay, we're using this. So this is what you call a Bollinger Band, and the one at the center, we did not really tinker the settings. We just used the default setting. So it might go down, and at this point I know that it might take several days. So by the time we reach this area, then we talk and discuss again whether this could be a possible support depending on how it looks here in our RSI. Hi Lester, Dito ma'am, audio is okay. Thank you, Reynaldo. Right, so it's been a long time, guys. I'm really sorry. I know previously we were very active at this, but yeah, just if you have requests, drop a comment, and definitely, it inspires me to really find time to record or to do live when someone requests. So go ahead and do that. You can even comment in this YouTube video when or right after we stream, or anytime. Okay, because I read all comments. Right. So JFC still not very stable. Have you seen a post? My husband was talking to me the other day, or was it yet earlier? Jollibee is now selling their raw chicken marinated, and then you can cook it at home. So I don't know. Probably because they're really, really badly hit with what's happening, and of course, customers are. We don't have a lot of customers. I'm not even sure because I have not. Uh, I haven't gotten outside yet since March. What? March 16, or since around that. Since March 16, I've only been here at home. I haven't gotten outside, so I really don't know what's happening outside. I don't know if Jollibee is still open, but yeah, they're just selling their marinated raw chicken. Probably because they have so much inventory. That's why they had to do that. Okay. Oh, Ronaldo wants PNB. Do you think there will be a sell off before the Holy Week? You know, when is Holy Week? But what I can say is that in the coming days, it will continue to dip. Right now, if I may go back, index, as you can see, had a temporary bounce, right? But what you see at the moment is a sign of weakness. It's just moving within that range for so many days, and then the volume is starting to decline. That means in the coming days, it might continue to go down, and even, I forgot what I said here, it might even reach the 3,780. So I don't know how many days will it take to reach that, and hopefully just bounce right after that. So what I can say right now would be probably in the next, I don't know, for all you know, tomorrow is again a big sell off, and then it will reach this level. So just be extra careful. We're looking at some more declines here. We are about to face a much lower low, especially because we're not yet, I'm thinking we're not yet in the peak of coronavirus, to be honest. Uh, US, imagine the US, uh, so many people affected. So this might not even end by April. What? April? Duterte said April 13 or April 12. We're going back, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So prepare. There might be some more declines here. Yep, that's my impression, Ronaldo. Lawrence, hello. If you have any request, Lawrence, just feel free, drop a comment, and I'll check that out for you. So, Ronaldo, this is for you, PNB. PNB is also, well, PNB is already, PNB is already at a oversold level. Okay, but okay, so let's see what happens around this area, around 1850 area. Let us see if it will bounce in that level for PNB, because your RSI is giving us some signs of momentum building up, moving. See that? While the price is almost just in the same length here, um, your RSI is moving up. So if this will, if I am to interpret the possible movement of the stock, it might go sideways first. Could be slightly lower or slightly higher than that area, but it might just move within this range. before it goes up. My best recommendation is, let us say it moves within this range. Let's wait for a few days to stabilize and see, let's say, the first green engulfing candlestick. Maybe, who knows? Let's check again. Let's check again and find out when that day comes. In the meantime, let's take a look at the weekly chart so we know where we're sitting at for the stock. In the weekly chart, you are also at the oversold level. And yep, for the past 3 weeks, okay, hold on. For the past 3 weeks, okay, look at that. We just landed almost in the same area. So it's possible that you have already reached a bottom. Just wait for a green candlestick to come up. Okay. Hi, Paulo de los Reyes. Good evening. If you have not subscribed to our channel, guys, please do subscribe. You make me really happy and be motivated to do this every day. So if you have requests, okay, good job, Reynaldo. You did your first request. And for the rest, just drop a comment. In the meantime, I'll continue. We were at JFC earlier. Now ICT. ICT on a weekly chart, you are already at the oversold. There's a dividend. Ooh, March 31st. X date is done. We didn't see this. It's already April 2nd. Anyway, that's fine. Let's take a look at the daily for this. I think on the daily chart, I see this dropping. It might revisit this area, 65.86. But once it touches that level, and you are still, let's say, within this line here, let's say moving within the 30-ish level in RSI, then that's a good sign. Okay, but don't get in yet. It might go down further. Let's see how it acts or moves around 65.86. Okay, 2960. Okay, be extra careful with this. You are very near a resistance, which is very near the MA20 line. Your volume also started to decline here, so that means if we see some struggles happening around the MA20 by tomorrow, then this stock might dip. However, it could also mean a different thing, right? If, let us say, most of the action happens up above that, then we can say that this has created a new support in this range. Okay, because several days it landed within this area. So I would have to say we can also take a look at this level, 27.24. Let's find out if it will stabilize within that and then probably move something like this. Now, if that thing happens, this now becomes your higher low. This is your first low. Second low would be this. This is your first high. Second high would be somewhere here. Right? So it does this. So if it creates a higher low, that means it will also move upward and create a higher high. URC. URC, I'd say it's currently stabilizing, moving just within this area. So 96.59 would be our possible support level. Okay, you're already at this range. Your RSI is already showing momentum over here. So there. Okay, let's see if it drops at 96.59. Let's see if you're still showing the same pattern in your RSI, then that should be good. Okay. Yay, Lawrence Roland, subscribed already. How about SMM? Thank you, Miss JD Ronaldo. You're welcome. Lawrence, this is one. This one is for you, SM. SM. Okay. What do you think? Almost the same looking, right? Compared with the other stock. So this is your area of resistance. When we're moving below the MA20 level, this is your MA20 line, right? The one. When we're moving that in that area, this MA20 line can act as a resistance. So in this example over here, it acted as a resistance and then it dipped. Okay, now it moved upward. There's a big chance that it will also dip again. The reason why I said that is this one. Your volume very small volume, declining, and also it's showing some challenges breaking that MA20 line. So it might dip. First area to watch out would be this level. If it breaks the 725 level, then it might continue to go down further. Okay. The next one, JGS. See that? JGS also showing the same um, sentiment here. This kind of candlestick is what we call a shooting star, if I'm not mistaken. I know it says a shooting star. A shooting star, if it normally it appears at a resistance area, and then when you see that, then the next move is a decline. Do you see anything similar just in this frame over here, right? Almost the same looking. Then what happened next? Boom, down. So this could have the same fate over here. Ditto. Yeah, ditto. I am one of you guys who also entered here. I think for ditto, we have a different story. I think this one will just stabilize within this range. And because you're already at a very cheap level, super, okay, 150. Now if my overall guidance for Dito is if you want to engage in this stock, make sure that you are very patient and make sure that yeah, for long-term investing, shall I say, because this stock is really known for erratic movements. A lot of traders play this and normally uh, bounce. The bounces that we have here are not sustained. It bounces a little and then dips times two. So be extra careful. So if you want to engage in this stock, make sure you are really willing to wait because they're not yet operational. And as for me, I'm also in this, and mind you, because remember I'm not a full trader in the morning. I'm also red in this stock, but then again, I did not exit because I know I want to see this progress, and I want to find out what kind of movement we might potentially have when this becomes operational. Okay, so just manage your port sizes or allocation when you engage in Dito. All right, I don't see this really rallying super fast, especially because there's no they're not in the game yet, meaning they are not fully operational. Euro and Tech. Okay, this one is for Joey. Hi Joey, good evening. What company is involved in like medical supplies? I think Euro, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. This might also dip. This is a sign of weakness. And let's find out if it will just go back to a previous resistance, which is this level right over here. That's a resistance area. And if we'll revisit the first resistance, and that is 1.75. And tech. You're welcome, Lester. This is tech. Okay. 5.65. This will still dip, guys. Check out 1.65. It might reach that if because now I'm using my MA20 line as my possible area of support. If it breaks that, which let me see. Let me remove this first. It might go sideways, but you know this thing in your MA20 line when it faces downwards, like for example, the direction is like pointing down. The next possible move for that is also decline. So let's just put it right here as the next possible area. What was that? 65. Okay, next possible area of bounce. Okay, what was the next one? MBT. MBT is also giving some more weakness here. Lower. This is a lower high. So I thought it will fill that gap, but no. This is your resistance, okay? Now, it might even break this, but I'm just going to put the line there just for us to monitor. But this is not a good sign because when it bounced, the bounce was just very minimal and it's much lower than the previous high over here. Okay, so again, this is an example of a lower high. Okay, first high, that area went down, moved up here. So tendency is, since you have a lower high, then you will also have a lower low. This is your previous low. Where could be the next low? It's difficult to tell so far. Still, let me put a monthly chart here. So deep. What could be the next one? Could be this. Or this. Okay. Oh my gosh. 26? The reason why I said that is this one acted as a support and then resistance over here. So if this dips, let's go back to the daily chart. It might reach a low of 26.20 for MBT. Hello, Ruben. Good evening. Ask for home. Okay, let's check out home for you. Are you guys new to the stock market, or are you also doing this full time? If you can share, that would be a great, just to let you, just to, of course, somehow get to know you. But as for me, my profile is really more of a long-term investor in the Philippine market, and I am more active during weekends in trading, but I trade digital options. You know, options trading, that's when you have an expiry date. You bet on a pair, forex. If it goes up, if you click, let's say, um, for much high, you click higher, then it goes higher, then you get whatever amount you put in. Doing part time, ma'am. Okay, that's a good one. It's really good. My main objective why I'm doing this, I also have a full time job. This is just a backup. It's really nice to still, learn a skill, especially when that skill could bring us money someday, right? It doesn't. It's nice to always have a skill. It exercises your brain, and who knows, someday this could already be what our main source of income, and you can just trade anywhere. Okay, for home, I'd be extra careful, but I think it might just be moving within this range. It stabilized in this area. It went up a little bit. It might retest that or move sideways before it goes up. Okay, look at this. Uh, Volume is starting to pick up within this range. That means many people are already starting to accumulate volume here. People feel that this is already at a cheap level. That's why even if you're already here, the volume is much higher, okay, compared to the volume over here. Okay, so when it dipped, more people are starting to show interest here. So I think you have reached a possible bottom, okay. But then again, just manage your entry so that it doesn't hurt when it dips. So here's the trick, guys. Okay, when I still believe in cutting your losses. You cut your losses early. Let's say you set 2-3%, depending on your tolerance. But if you're not able to cut it early, and let's say it reaches 11, 12%, and this is just me, okay? I'd just let it be. I'd wait for it because it's already it's it hurts, That's real money that you're saying goodbye to. But then again, to avoid that situation, I'm not saying you have to wait for that situation. To avoid that situation, exit early if you know it's going to decline. Okay. Uh, Still new to the stock market. Okay. All right. So, uh, Lawrence, I am doing this daily. It's just that for this month, no, last March, second week or second half of the month, I slowed down a little bit in my daily life because of the we had to arrange our work from home setup. So many things to work on, but now I think I've started to stabilize and adjust and expect more of this on a daily basis. I am. If you are to look at my videos, I've been doing it consistently in the past. We review the market, our viewers would request, just like what you guys are doing right now. You're requesting a stock, and then I look at it based on charts. Now let's take a look at the SMC. This one is for Ronaldo. Okay, SMC Ronaldo is also giving us signs of weakness, right? Very minimal movements at the top, very near the resistance. So this is a perfect example of a sign of weakness. And the next possible move here is that it will decline. Okay. Oh, I just lost my signal there. Um. So see this, that one declining as the price was moving upwards. So that's a sign of weakness. Now, if it goes back here and let's say it touches this line again, this line around 73.91, then let's see if this is the same pattern again where you have a much higher um, RSI than the previous low here, then that could be a good sign. But at the moment, I don't know how long it takes for it to revisit this area, but definitely it will go down. And my next area to monitor will be 73.33. Okay. What else? Tell. Tell is going to also dip. This is a strong sell here. So the next area to check would be this level, 1030. Let me just reset. I can't find my line. So if you have not subscribed or not followed me yet in Instagrams, I am working Pinoys there. And I'm also invest in the stock market in Facebook. So um, those are the pages I maintain. I don't have Instagram. I'm not like the rest who's very active in Instagram. Okay, was that tell? Okay, let's go back to my chart first. All stocks, tell. So I was mentioning earlier, when you're at home, there's really a big chance that you will overwork, especially when your boss is also working from home. Because both of you, at any time you can remember something, start doing it. And let's say when you're the boss, it will involve your colleague, then chances are, and your colleague is also there working, then you go work together until both of you are also sleeping late and then waking up early again. So we end up having 2, 3 shifts. Anyway, let's just go back. I'm the reverse. I check the market. I go to the stock market to strike a balance. This is like a hobby to me. Okay, so you see this? Dell is going down. Huh? It could potentially drop to 1029 level. There. No, 1045. RLC also going to possibly dip. Now take a look at this. Next area to monitor. This 11.62, I said monitor because it can bounce there or it can go lower than that. Gold, pure gold, also going to dip. Sign of weakness. This is an engulfing candle. From this point, this was actually your sign. That's a shooting star, right? Let me just verify that very quickly. Um, Stock market candlestick. Yeah, that's a shooting star. Even though it's a green, it's still if it appears at the resistance area, that is a shooting star and it's a sign of weakness. Then today is a confirmation day. So that means you need to be extra careful as it will potentially go down. The next possible stop would be 34. Okay, 34. Meg. Meg, also be extra careful here because this rise might just be temporary as it just filled this gap. Your volume declining, MA20 over here. So many signs that it would potentially face some difficulty breaking it. Okay, SM also the same. JGS still the same as well. This is a sign of weakness. MPI, I think this is the first stock I was talking about. Globe, no change. But I see signs of weakness. That's a doji, guys. This is a doji. Normally when it appears at the resistance, it gives us a message that it is going to change its direction anytime soon. It could be tomorrow or the next day. ANI. Hi, Joey. Yes, ANI for you. ANI, okay, so you have a very constricted Bollinger Band. Okay, So um, let's find out. Maybe it could revisit this line. If you want to enter, enter at the lower band, not at the upper band. Okay. So it could mean two things here, because the next possible move is uh, a drastic, or a dramatic. A drastic means it might go down, or it could dramatically move to the upside, like what happened here. Right? It was previously constricted, it went down, constricted again a little bit, and then boom, went down. So it might have something like that. But I hope not to the downside, but I hope it goes up. Okay. But really, no. They say in stock market, we can't afford to just hope. Okay. In all of our moves, there should be a concrete and strong, um, a concrete reason why you're taking such action. And when you say concrete reason, those are the indicators. Meaning, are you following a technical analysis? Some people are doing fundamental analysis. At least you have a logical reason why you'd like to enter or you would like to exit a certain trade. All right, so do you still have other requests? Let us see. Okay, let's try some more. Well, actually, my meeting, okay, my meeting starts at 9 though. Maybe I can have one more. DMC. DMC is going to decline. That's a sign of weakness, you guys. Yeah. So let's see if it drops and stops right at the 3.27 level. Okay. Right. In the meantime, if there are no other requests, so for now, I am signing off. But feel free to drop a comment if you would like your stocks to be reviewed tomorrow. I will definitely, I assure you that tomorrow I will be back and we are going to chat again. And in the meantime, you have a great morning, evening, or afternoon wherever you are in the world, and be extra um, careful. And you take care, guys. We are in a very difficult situation right now, not just here in the Philippines, but I'm reading the news, any updates, and it's really frustrating to see some other countries experiencing worse than what we are currently, than where we are at the moment. U.S., Italy, they're all in a much serious and really difficult situation. So all our colleagues, or yeah, the Filipinos there, you guys be extra careful. Boost your immune system, and yeah, just follow the instructions of the government. And it worked in China, so I hope it will also work in our respective countries. And just stay safe. Okay. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. Tomorrow, I hope you can drop by again, and then we'll review your stuff. All right. Thank you for now, and bye bye.